What is up, chat? What is up? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? For anybody who is watching this live stream as a video later on, go ahead and just like look through the comments. Like I'll have it as the pinned comment. I'm going to have timestamps so that you can get to essentially like the different parts of this video. The first like intro few moments is usually me just like getting everything set up. So like, yeah, when you're watching this as a video, you can just go to the timestamps and click to the part where we actually get into the power scaling. What's up, everybody? Hunter Grandmaster, what's up? What's up, Crawler? Yeah, I had to restart it because I had my Discord open and like the notification sound kept going off and I'm like, that's gonna sound bad in the stream, so I had to restart it. What's up, Eric? What's up, Mellow Play? What's up, everybody? So today's live stream is going to be a pretty in-depth one for Naruto power scaling. So like what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go in depth and explain to you like exactly how powerful the Naruto verse was. Then we're going to go into Boruto scaling and we're going to talk about like how the Naruto verse compares to the Boruto verse. Then at the very end of it, we're going to have an open debate, an open like live stream debate. I put out a Discord link on my channel, so if anyone wants to join in and debate, feel free. Let me know, are you guys able to hear me pretty well? How's the audio sound? Let me know in the chat if the audio sounds good. Is there any echo or anything, or does the audio sound good? Let me know in the chat real quick before we get like deep into the power scaling stuff. Let me know. Is the audio sounding good to you guys? Anyone? Hello, hello. I don't know if okay, you sound good. All right, sick. Okay, guys. So yeah, this one is going to be pretty in-depth power scaling stuff. And spoiler warning, if you don't want to get spoiled on like the ending power levels of Naruto and you don't want to get spoiled on like a lot of the main battles in Boruto, then this is your chance to like leave the video now, because I will be going in depth, like explaining a lot of the power scaling from the very end of Naruto and then like a lot of the major scaling throughout the Boruto verse. And right before we get started with the scaling, I can show you guys, anyone who wants to join the live stream debate after the power scaling portion, here's how you do it. Here's like a quick walkthrough for you. You go to my channel, and then you click posts, and then under posts, you go to my, the Naruto versus Boruto post. You click on the comments, and then the pinned comment is the link to the debate. That's how you get to it, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and get into the power scaling here. All right. So yeah, and like anyone, if I don't see your comments, like while I'm doing the power scaling portion, don't feel bad. Like I will be going through and replying to a lot of comments here during the debate section, okay? So we're about to start the power scaling right now. Okay, so in the final battle of Naruto, the characters have become really strong. This was a pretty long-running series. Like, this part of the war arc is around the 650 chapter mark. The series had been running for about 14 and a half years at this point. And we've had time skips. We've seen the characters grow up and like become way more powerful. Naruto and Sasuke have fought like countless battles, gotten countless power-ups. Sasuke has the Mangekyo Sharingan, he has Susanoo, he has Amaterasu, he's already fought like the five Kage Summit. Naruto's beaten Pain. He's gone on to become way stronger after that by like unlocking his Kyuubi cloak mode. Like Naruto and Sasuke are absolute monsters. But all of this power that they've gained, they are still weaker than Madara and Hashirama. That's one of the things that was like really interesting about the Naruto power scaling, is like Madara and Hashirama stayed at the pinnacle of the verse all the way until like the final like 40-50 chapters. Like the whole manga was 700 chapters, so like 650 chapters of Madara and Hashirama just being like the pinnacle of the verse. And they're shown as like these humongous monumental figures all the way throughout the story. They're like hinted at being like these gods of shinobi for a very long time. So that was something that like added to like their aura, you could say. So we get to this part. This is around the 650 chapter mark, and Madara is like fully back to life, but he doesn't have eyes. Like he's literally like blind and just sensing where people are with like chakra sense stuff. Okay, so this is no eyeball Madara versus Sasuke, and the first thing he says is like, Sasuke, you're literally trash. You don't even come close to my level, even though I don't have eyes. Like, you're just garbage compared to me, okay? Then, after this, Madara, he absorbs Hashirama's chakra, like, into himself. And something about Madara and Hashirama, something about Madara and Hashirama is like, they were just two prodigies that had spent their entire lives fighting wars like the whole time. So that's like why they were at the pinnacle of the verse. And Madara, he absorbs Senjutsu chakra, and like his first time ever using it, he's like, okay, this is actually very easy to control. I can use this no problem, which is in huge contrast to characters like Naruto. Like Naruto using Sage energy struggled with it a lot. Well, actually, I don't know. There might be a slight difference between Senjutsu chakra and Sage chakra. But anyways, like, this scene was just to show, like, Madara is such a genius that he can use Senjutsu chakra easily. It's no problem to him at all. But this is still no eyeball Madara. And he just starts whooping on the entire verse, like, with no eyes. Here he is talking more trash to Sasuke. Then he, like, slams Naruto and Sasuke at the same time while he doesn't have eyes. And Hashirama looks at him do this, and he's saying Madara is regaining his past strength. So this no eyeball Madara, who's like whooping Naruto and Sasuke at the same time, is likely still weaker than the true prime Madara from like when he was alive. Then in this no eyeball state, he squares up with the entire verse. That's what you see on the left-hand panel here. It's like the whole verse is trying to fight Madara, including like multiple of the tailed beasts, and he's looking at them like they're fodder characters. Okay, so Madara was just simply built different, and he was just actually a really incredible villain. He honestly really was. He was hyped up for hundreds of chapters, and when he was revealed, he genuinely did not disappoint by any means. So then, after talking trash to the whole verse, beating a lot of people up, Madara takes one Rinnegan from Obito, and just with one eyeball, he starts low diffing like the whole verse. Okay, like with one eye, he solos multiple tailed beasts by himself. And if you actually read Naruto, like this scene was just insane because the tailed beasts for the entire story were just considered like these Kage level threats. A lot of them were like Kage level. Like for example, the 8 tails in like the third Raikage were like relative to each other. And here Madara is like fighting. I think he was fighting all 9 tailed beasts with just one eye, and he's like one-shotting them, like swatting them like flies, just destroying them. He just has one eye. Not only that, he literally kills Naruto and Sasuke as well. He kills Naruto and Sasuke. Okay, so like Madara was just on a generational run. Like as soon as he gets his like full body back with one eye, he's soloed the whole verse within like 2 chapters. Like he beats all the tailed beasts and then literally kills the 2 main characters. Okay. Then after that, Madara absorbs so like it's a little weird like how this part happens. He gets 6 paths powers on top of like the Rinnegan. It's a little weird how it happens. But essentially, like, the big thing to just keep in mind here, just keeping it simple, he goes from already being stronger than the entire verse to awakening 6 paths powers and becoming, like, monumentally stronger than that. Like, the whole verse couldn't even hold a candle to him before. Then he just adds six paths powers on top of this, and like really no one stands a chance anymore. Like now he has surpassed his previous self from when he was like, you know, actually alive in his time. He's stronger than that. He's stronger than Hashirama. Out of like at this point in the series, out of every character that we've ever known, Madara is the strongest, like by a large margin. Okay, like the only one who would like potentially be stronger than him would be the original Sage of Six Paths and Indra and Ashura. But like I don't know if they were even like shown at this point. So like at this point in the manga, Madara was truly just the strongest character anyone had ever seen. Okay, then we get Eight Gates Guy. Eight Gates Guy shows up, and the community likes to gas Eight Gates Guy up because I mean he was really hype here. He has one of the coolest scenes in the manga. I get it, but the reality is like Madara in this state was still stronger than Eight Gates Guy. Like Madara was kind of pulling a Kaido. Like Madara was so much stronger than the rest of the verse, he just kind of wanted to see what Eight Gates Guy could do because there was really no challenge left. Like no one here stood any chance. Like from Madara's perspective, Naruto and Sasuke are dead. All the Hokage are cooked. All that's left is Eight Gates Guy shows up and he's like, all right, well, let's see what this guy can do. Okay, and he like has fun fighting Eight Gates Guy. And here's a couple things like people like tend to just ignore. If you look in the left-hand panel here, guy hits him with like this rush of air punches, and Madara like counter attacks him and is about to kill him with these truth-seeking orbs. But Guy gets assistance from Lee and the fourth Hokage, and they like block the truth-seeking orbs for him. So like if Guy was just fighting Madara 1v1, he might have died right here in the left-hand panel. Guy literally might have died like after his first attack. Okay, he might have literally died after his first attack. Anyways, in the right-hand panel, you see Madara just straight up saying like, "Yo, this is actually a pretty fun fight. You're the first person since Hashirama to like make me enjoy a battle at all like this." And he's like, "Yo, you got any more attacks? Like, what else can you do?" Like I said, he's pretty much pulling a Kaido. He's having fun. He just wants to see like what Guy is capable of because no one else here is even close to him in strength. And he's like letting Guy do these different attacks, and he's just like, "Yo, that was cool, man. What else you got, bro?" Like he's once again, he's genuinely just pulling a Kaido. He wants to see what Guy can do, and he's just having fun enjoying the fight. Then Eight Gates Guy does his strongest attack. It's called Night Guy. And as he's like charging up this attack, this is where we get like this iconic statement on the right from Madara, where he says, "Out of all the fights I've ever had, you have the strongest taijutsu," which is like one of the most hype moments in the manga. And then he takes this Night Guy kick straight to the chest. And here's the crazy thing, like if Eight Gates Guy actually fought Madara from like the era that Madara was actually alive in, this probably would have killed Madara. Like if he fought the original Madara with this, not the Six Paths one, this probably would have killed him. Okay? Because it almost kills Six Paths Madara. It like literally rips him in half almost. But like that was everything that Guy could do, and he's about to die because like that's how the Eight Gates works. It pretty much kills the user. And before Eight Gates is about to die, out of just pure respect for his strength, Madara is about to kill him with his truth-seeking orb. Then Naruto comes back with Sage of Six Paths powers on his own and just kicks the truth-seeking orb away. And this is really crazy because like this is like quote unquote like kind of base form Naruto. He's using a bit of the Nine Tails chakra and mixing it with Sage mode, but he's not using a cloak at all. And at this point, Naruto's kind of become like the perfect Jinchuriki because he can tap into like the different chakra natures of like all the tailed beasts, and use them all. And he's just become super strong. So this version of Naruto, it's debatable if he's stronger than 8 Gates Guy, like in his base form like this. It's not really base form, he just doesn't have a cloak yet. But Cloak 6 Paths Naruto is stronger than 8 Gates Guy, and you'll see why in a few moments here. Anyways, Naruto shows up, and he's just kind of putting the beaters on Madara. He's beating the sleeves off this man. He hits him with this Lava Rasen Shuriken, and does one of the craziest feats in the entire series. He chops the Divine Tree in half with this thing. Not only that, but he dodges a Limbo clone, which are like invisible shadow clones. No one else could even see them, but Naruto's like, he might be the first one in the story who dodges one. And then he throws his Rasen Shuriken, slams Madara with it, like does a lot of damage to him, and chops the Divine Tree in half all at the same time. And after this, Madara's like, all right, yeah, that's enough of this. I'm not getting my Fade Ran anymore. So he absorbs the Ten Tails and the Divine Tree after getting slammed like this, and becomes even stronger. Okay. Nick was like, base Naruto is relative to 8 Gates Guy. Yeah, this version of Naruto, he's relative to him for sure. He's relative to 8 Gates Guy, like even without a cloak on. Okay. Now you have this version of Madara. He was like we were saying, Madara was already stronger than 8 Gates Guy. He was already like the strongest in the verse, not counting Sage of 6 Paths guy. But yeah, he absorbs the Ten Tails now and the Divine Tree, and Madara comes back. He's completely regenerated, and he tells Naruto that he's essentially immortal now. He's obtained eternity. Like at this point, the power scaling's starting to just go absolutely crazy, because Madara was already stronger than everyone before, but now he's even stronger than that because he's absorbed the Ten Tails and the Divine Tree, and he's just like basically a god. Okay? But Naruto and Sasuke show up with their new power-ups they got from the Sage of 6 Paths, and they're like, nah, we'll still box you anyway, it's all good. And this is one of the coolest panels in the manga, in my opinion. It's pretty cool. And like, this is a bit of information as to like why Naruto and Sasuke are so strong now, because we saw like just a few chapters ago they were getting whooped by like no eyeball Madara, and he literally killed them both. But while they were dead, the Sage of 6 Paths gives them like Sage of 6 Paths powers, and reveals that Naruto and Sasuke are the reincarnations of Ashura and Indra. And so were Hashirama and Madara, by the way, too. But Naruto and Sasuke are the current generation reincarnations of Ashura and Indra, and Naruto is also the child of prophecy. So they're like just destined to become really powerful. A lot of fans did not like this because it goes against like a lot of the themes that were in Naruto from the start. Like you can go against fate by like just hard work. But then it's just revealed in this chapter that Naruto is just destined to be the child of prophecy and destined to be the super strong guy and all that. So a lot of people didn't like that, but that's what gets revealed right here. And then here we get like more in detailed information about like how strong Naruto and Sasuke actually are. They say that Naruto has 6 Paths Senjutsu. Sasuke has one-eyed Renegon. But Madara has both of these things, okay? And then they start fighting. Now, the crazy thing here is Naruto and Sasuke are actually beating Madara. Nick said the irony is that Neji was right the whole time. That's very true. And King of Lightning was like the main YouTuber who like highlighted that. People don't really give him credit for that, but he did. Like, before King of Lightning made a video on that, I didn't see anyone really saying this. But after King of Lightning made a video saying like Neji was right, and it got like 100 or 200,000 views. And then after that video, I started seeing it like commonly said like Neji was right, Neji was right. People don't give King of Lightning credit for that, but that's where I saw it like first take place, and King of Lightning called it. Neji was right. But anyways, the crazy thing about the power levels right here is that Naruto and Sasuke working together were actually beating like this immortal Madara. They were actually beating him. Okay, like they were whooping him, and Madara starts running away from them. Like that's the crazy thing, bro. They were whooping him, and he like starts running away from them, steals Kakashi's Kamui, and right after he steals it, Sasuke just blitzes him and chops him in half. Then after he's chopped in half, Madara's upper half uses Kamui, goes into the Kamui dimension, and steals a second Rinnegan from Obito to get even stronger. Then he comes back. Madara's stronger than ever now. The power levels just keep going up higher and higher in the final 50 chapters of the manga. Okay. Womack said, "Who's King of Lightning?" He's a YouTuber, yeah. He's a YouTuber. One of the OG YouTubers, really. Like, one of the first anime reviewers. Like, truly an OG. Still makes videos even now. But the power levels in the final arc of Naruto just kept going crazier and crazier. So, like, after Madara was losing that fight to Naruto and Sasuke, he gets a second Rinnegan from Obito. He comes back, and, he completely heals himself instantly. And he starts using his limbo clones like a makeshift infinity. Like, because the only people who can see the limbo clones are Naruto and Sasuke. Like, Sakura can't see them, Kakashi can't see them, no one else can see them. So to everyone else, it looks like you're trying to hit Madara and you just like can't touch him. So it like looks like infinity from Jujutsu Kaisen. But really, it's like Madara's making invisible shadow clones that only Naruto and Sasuke can see. And like you can kind of tell from the panels here too. Like if you look in the right-hand panel, Sakura has like a question mark. She doesn't know what's going on. But Naruto and Sasuke both have exclamation points. They do know what's going on. Okay. And okay. From here, Madara is so powerful that he's actually stronger than Naruto and Sasuke now. And the crazy thing is, like, Madara literally wins here. He actually wins, like, the final battle. Okay? Like, he makes all of these Chibaku Tenseis, like these giant, like, meteors. And Naruto says that each one of the meteors are bigger than Pain's. Like, bigger than the one that Pain created. And Pain could only make one of them. But Madara's making, like, dozens of them. Or it's, like, somewhere, like, 12 or 15 of them. And each one is bigger than like one that Pain can create. And he's like dropping these down on the earth. While he's doing that, he's also having his invisible limbo clones box Naruto at the same time. And like the truth is, Naruto and Sasuke are like getting overwhelmed here just by Madara. Like you see that here. Here's Sasuke saying like there's no end to these attacks. And they're really just getting overwhelmed, honestly. And this is where like Madara literally wins, actually. His plan works. Like he's beating them both up at the same time, and then he does infinite Tsukuyomi on the entire world. And it actually works. Like, this is something that a lot of fans didn't like because literally Madara won. He literally beat everybody. He was the strongest. He beat Naruto. He beat Sasuke. He beat Kakashi. He beat Sakura. They all, like, literally lost. And Kishimoto kind of wrote himself into a corner because, like, Madara was too powerful. He was too smart. There was really no way they could beat him. And then just, like, the next chapter, they have Zetsu just, like, stab him in the back. Like, a lot of people hated this. A lot of people hated this. And I understand why, you know. It's because Madara was like this hyped up villain for like hundreds and hundreds of chapters. The fans like wanted to see Naruto and Sasuke like think of a smart way to like prevent this from happening and think of a smart way to like beat Madara, but they like really couldn't. Mandan, you said Madara did not beat them. I mean, his goal was to do infinite Tsukuyomi. Naruto and Sasuke's goal was to stop it. They failed. Madara won. That's what I mean. Because this was Madara's goal, and like Naruto and Sasuke's goal was to stop him from doing that, and they didn't. Yeah, but he probably was going to beat them, bro. Like, they were getting overwhelmed while he wasn't even, like, focusing on them. Like, if you pay attention to this, like, He's dropping down these Chibaku Tenseis on their head while Naruto is just struggling just to fight the Limbo clones by himself. And Madara's not even paying attention to them. Like, and Madara, like, this is like a casual attack from him, by the way, too. Like, if you look at the bottom left-hand panel, he's like referring to these like Chibaku Tenseis as like raindrops. This is a pretty casual attack for him. So yeah, it was most likely like Madara was like, he achieved his goal and he was probably going to win the battle if they had just kept fighting. And then they have the Zetsu come in, stabs him in the back, and then they like transform and become Kaguya. Okay. Paper Rhino said, you think they could seal him? Honestly, not really. Because he's like, his combat intelligence is just insanely high. Higher than Naruto and Sasuke's by a large margin. It should be higher than both of them by a large margin. And he's like stronger than both of them. It was just more likely that Madara was going to win if the fight kept going. Like, what I really think would have happened is if they just kept fighting, I think Madara would have killed Naruto and Sasuke and Kakashi and Sakura. And then they would have just had infinite Tsukuyomi, and that's the end of the manga. That's what I think would have happened. That's why, like, Zetsu stabs him in the back, in my opinion. But if you guys want to debate that, we will have a debate portion later. So yeah, Madara gets stabbed in the back and then is replaced with Kaguya. Okay, and this is like, a lot of fans did not like this part of the manga. Like, a lot of people like hated on this part of Naruto. But this is what happens. So like, Madara's replaced with Kaguya, and Sasuke straight up says she's even stronger than Madara was. But the difference between Madara and Kaguya is like, Kaguya's kind of dumb. She's like dumb and like gets like emotionally swayed by just looking at Naruto and Sasuke, because she like views them as Ashura and Indra, like views them as her children, because they are the reincarnations of her children anyway. Okay. So yeah, like Kaguya, like as strong as Madara was, I mean, I don't think anyone here is denying the fact that Madara was stronger than Naruto and Sasuke individually. Like, that's just pretty much an objective fact. He was already stronger than them. Then Kaguya shows up. She's even stronger than Madara was. But the difference is she doesn't have like Madara's fighting intelligence. It's kind of like a One Piece example. It's like replacing Kaido with no. It's like replacing let's say there's a group of people getting beaten up by like Kizaru. No, that's going to be controversial. I don't know. It's hard to make a One Piece analogy. I was originally going to say it's like replacing Kaido with Big Mom, but Big Mom's weaker than Kaido, so whatever. It's like they're replacing a really strong main antagonist with an even stronger main antagonist that's just dumber. That's like what happened. And they end up beating Kaguya by sealing her. Okay? So that is like the Naruto scaling. Now we're going to go into the Boruto scaling. Okay? We're about to go into the Boruto scaling. Before I go into the Boruto scaling, did you guys have any questions on the stuff I just said before I go into the Boruto scaling stuff? Any questions on the stuff I just said? Johango said Naruto and Sasuke were growing in power and they had allies. They weren't really growing in power. Like, they got the Sage of Six Paths powers, and like that was about it. If anything, they're not growing in power. They're like getting weaker because like they're expending chakra with each attack. Madara was growing in power because he was like adding eyes to his, like he added another eye. And like also on top of that, like when he awakened the infinite Tsukuyomi, he like developed a third eye on his head. He might have gotten even strong. Like, we saw Madara was cooking them all like this with just two Rinnegan. He was cooking them both. Then he develops a Sha Rinnegan on his forehead and does the infinite Tsukuyomi. This Madara might have been even stronger than this one. So no, I really don't think there was any chance Naruto and Sasuke were actually going to win. And it's like they had already he had already done infinite Tsukuyomi. Like I don't think they could just seal him anymore. They had to kill him now. I don't know if sealing him would have gotten rid of Infinite Tsukuyomi. I think the only way was like they had to kill him now. And I don't think they were going to do that. Snailium said, how up to date are you with Boruto Part 2? I read chapter 13 of Blue Vortex because like people were telling me to yesterday. So I read that, so I know up to about there. Mandan, why did you not mention the Final Valley at all? Just because I'm just showing like how strong they are at the end of the series. So that way you can get an understanding of like how strong Boruto characters are. Like Final Valley was like really far away. Cause like Final Valley, are you talking about like when Naruto and Sasuke fought in the Final Valley? Cause that was them at like very low chakra. Anyways, let's get into the Boruto scaling now. Let's talk about the Boruto scaling. Because I think Mandan, wait, was it Mandan or Nick? Yeah, Mandan, I think you're talking about Final Valley, like when Naruto and Sasuke fight after the fourth Great Ninja War, or after the Great Ninja War. Ashura, isn't Kaguya just stronger though? Yeah, it's stated right here, Kaguya is stronger than Madara, but she's like dumber than Madara. So like, they replaced Madara, well, yeah, they replaced Madara with a stronger character, but she's dumber. And they didn't have to kill her. They like just sealed her because they really couldn't kill her. Okay, but now we're doing Boruto scaling, okay? So with Boruto, Naruto and Sasuke are a lot stronger than they were in the end of Naruto. Because we saw here in the end of Naruto, Naruto and Sasuke were like even working together, struggling against Madara. Before Madara even opened his like third Sha Rinnegan eye, they were just like kind of getting overwhelmed by two Rinnegan Madara. And then Kaguya is even stronger than that. Now in Boruto, this is about, I think it's about 14 or 15 years into the future. Naruto and Sasuke are massively stronger than they were when they were battling Madara and Kaguya. They're so strong that like there's statements where Sasuke says he could fight someone like Kaguya level on his own. There's a bunch of different statements like that. So essentially like there's different ways you can scale how strong adult Naruto and Sasuke are, but a good like medium ball interpretation is that they're on par with Kaguya now. Before like just to keep in mind like how big of a gap that is. Back when they were in this war working together, they were weaker than Madara. And then Kaguya was even stronger than Madara was. Then you have them as adults. Both of them are like on par with Kaguya, maybe stronger. And now they're fighting a threat greater than Kaguya. It's Momoshiki and Kinshiki. And it's not like, there's different ways you could interpret this. You could, if you want to highball it as much as possible, you could say that Momoshiki on his own is stronger than Kaguya. And there's a few different statements that back that up. Like there's some statements saying that like Kaguya would not be able to fight Momoshiki and Kinshiki unless she like raised an entire army. There's another thing where it's like they say that Kaguya feared Momoshiki. Like there's a bunch of different statements throughout the manga that like imply that Momoshiki was stronger than Kaguya was. But if you want to lowball them, you could say Momoshiki and Kinshiki working together were stronger than Kaguya. But the medium ball interpretation is like Momoshiki is like a little stronger than Kaguya was. And then he fuses with Kinshiki. Like he absorbs Kinshiki and becomes like this insane monster. He becomes this like insane monster. Nick, you said Sasuke Susanoo grew a face in the Final Valley. I'm pretty sure that was because he absorbed the Ten Tails chakra. Like that was after Kaguya was defeated and like all the tailed beasts were out there, and then he just like absorbs them into his own power, right? So like I think you were trying to make the argument that like Naruto and Sasuke would beat this Madara, but like Sasuke wasn't absorbing the Ten Tails chakra here. And we can actually look at those chapters, like during the debate portion, we can look at that, okay? Because maybe you have a point there that I'm missing something. So we'll look at that during the debate portion. But I'm just going to go through this Boruto scaling really quick, so that way we can get to the debate portion and like start talking about it. Brandon Tong said, "Killing it, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that." All right, so let's talk about this, okay? Like, we'll just use the medium ball interpretation here. Like, if you want to lowball Naruto and Sasuke, adult version, you could say that they're slightly weaker than Kaguya, but like, there's a lot of different statements that imply that like both of them as adults are on par with Kaguya now. Just like they could 1v1 Kaguya, both of them. Okay, so that's the interpretation we'll use. Naruto and Sasuke as adults are like Kaguya level fighters. Okay, because there's a lot of statements saying like they would handle a threat greater than Kaguya and stuff like that. Okay, then working together, Naruto and Sasuke are so strong that they fight this fused version of Momoshiki and Kinshiki. Like, this is like two Kaguya level beings fused together and like, well, okay, that's because Kinshiki being Kaguya level is debatable. Momoshiki is like the one people really believe. So let's just say Momoshiki, after he fuses with Kinshiki, he's just a monster. Like, he was already stronger than Kaguya. Now he's like massively, well, considerably stronger than Kaguya, okay? And Naruto and Sasuke working together are so powerful that they just absolutely body him. They absolutely body him in this left-hand panel. And then the finishing attack that kills this version of fused Momoshiki is literally base form Naruto's Rasengan. Like, Naruto just makes this spirit bomb-sized Rasengan in base form, gives it to Boruto, and just has Boruto slam this spirit bomb into Momoshiki, and it just like disintegrates him. So basically, all this is to show you that Naruto and Sasuke have become like gods of the ninja world. They're both like Kaguya level fighters, and there's a lot of fans that actually think Naruto and Sasuke individually are stronger than Kaguya. Like, a big portion of this fight, Naruto was at low power anyway and was still doing these crazy things. Okay? Then we get to Jigen. Jigen was so strong that he beat Naruto and Sasuke working together. And now, let me just be honest, this is where the power scaling starts going off the rails. We'll get through this pretty quickly. I just want to explain these points here, and then we might go more in detail during the debate portion stuff. Okay, but yeah, this is where the power scaling starts going off the rails. Jigen shows up, and he's stronger than Naruto and Sasuke working together, even when they're both at full power. He's cooking them both, okay? Then, the way they end up beating him, Naruto uses Baryon mode, and it, like, makes him lose Kurama. And they end up beating Jigen, right? But the end result of the battle is Naruto loses Kurama, so he can't use, like, any of his QB mode stuff anymore that he had spent literally 700 chapters learning how to do. It was a huge shame. And, Sasuke loses his Sharingan, so he cannot do space-time ninjutsu anymore. He can't teleport anymore. He can't make other things teleport anymore, and he might not even have Susanoo anymore. That's more debatable, but I don't think he's used Susanoo a single time since losing this eye. He might not be able to do Susanoo with one eye. I know Madara could, but just because Madara could doesn't automatically mean Sasuke can, so it's a more debatable thing. I hope that he can still use Susanoo, but I don't think he's used it since he lost this eye. Okay? Yeah, and now here's where everything just starts really falling apart in the Boruto verse, to be honest with you, in terms of power scaling. They introduced this, like, brat here, Code, on the bottom left, and they say Code was so strong that he was even stronger than Jigen. The same dude right here who beat Naruto and Sasuke, these two gods of shinobi that we all grew up watching them fight for 17 years. Like, by this time, if you include Boruto chapters, it's like 17 or 18 years have gone by of us just watching Naruto and Sasuke, like, get stronger over the years. They both get bodied by Jigen, and this brat they just drop into the manga, he's like a literal child. I think he, I literally think he's like 15. I might be wrong on that, but I think he's around the same age as Kawaki, and he's just stronger than Jigen just because. And that, honestly, that's very annoying, because it's like, if Code fought Naruto and Sasuke working together, he'd beat them worse than Jigen did. And he was so strong, they put limiters on his strength, and then they ask him, okay, like, how strong is how strong is Code with these limiters on, and they're like, honestly, he's probably still stronger than Naruto right now because Naruto doesn't have Kurama anymore. That's what they say in the right hand panel. They're like, if this Code within his suppressed state fought Naruto, Naruto would probably die because he doesn't have Kurama anymore. Okay. Then the powers just start getting really dumb. Like I'm trying not to show like. I know there's people out there who really like Boruto, so I don't want to be rude to the series. But in my opinion, this stuff starts getting kind of ridiculous. Like, they give Boruto these drugs that let him control more of Momoshiki's power. And then we have this statement on the right where they're like, this dude Code is so strong, he might be able to beat Naruto and Sasuke together, even with his limiters on. But he's like, it would be challenging, but he could probably do it. Which, like, when I read that, I'm not gonna lie, bro, that did annoy me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, I have this panel on the right. This panel on the right. He's saying like he could probably kill Naruto and Sasuke together, even while suppressed, but it would be a little bit challenging. I'm not gonna lie, I did not like that. This like 16-year-old brat saying all this stuff. Anyways, here we see Boruto with his plot power-ups. I mean, the medicine power-ups that let him control Momoshiki's strength. While staying conscious, and he can control a decent amount of it now. We don't know exactly how much, but he can control a decent amount of Momoshiki's power while conscious. Keep in mind, he's 12 years old, but he can still just do it anyway because he took some medicine. I'm not gonna lie, it's annoying. All right, and then they have this. He has this battle against Code, the same dude who's stronger than Naruto. Basically, like, just. Visualize this as 12-year-old Boruto in complete control, fighting against Naruto, and this girl's like, yeah, if you don't take him seriously, he might just beat you. So basically, this is saying Boruto, because he took these vitamins, because Boruto took these meds, if he fights Naruto and Naruto doesn't take him 100% seriously, Boruto might just beat him. The same character that we watched grow up and go through all these struggles and hardships for like 17, 18 years straight. His son, just because he took some medications, could probably beat him now if he doesn't go 100% all out. It's kind of sad, but it is what it is. Then Momoshiki takes over Boruto's body. Okay? Let's just call this Borushiki. This is like when Momoshiki is in control of Boruto's body. Boruto can't control him. It's like Momoshiki's just taken over control, and he's straight up stated to be stronger than Naruto, straight up stated to be stronger than Code when Boruto's in this form. He's so strong that this girl tells Code, you should run away. There's no way you'll be able to fight against Boruto when he's in this form. Once again, Boruto's 12. Man, Dan, you said the drugs, if anything, weaken Momo. No, they let Boruto use more of his power, like it's stated multiple times. But man, Dan, we can debate this, and if you want, I can like pull up the panels and show them to you directly. So yeah, but like we will have a debate portion in a little bit. So anyone who wants to debate, feel free. But yeah, this is Borushiki. He's stronger than Naruto. He's stronger than Code in the suppressed state. And yeah, it's just for free. There you go. Then that's not the worst of it. That is not the worst of it. It gets far worse. Kawaki, so there's this scene where Borushiki is potentially about to kill Naruto. He hits him with this. He's about to hit him with this Rasengan. We don't know if it's going to kill Naruto or not, but it might. And then Kawaki just shows up and saves Naruto's life. Keep in mind, Kawaki is also a child. I was saying before that Kawaki's like 13, but people in the chat were telling me he's 15. But it's not like that makes it any better. So Big Alex Rock said Naruto beat a Biju at 12. Yeah, but that doesn't really matter in the great scheme of the verse because he was still massively weaker than like characters like Hashirama and Madara. Like he wasn't at the top of the verse. There were still so many people that could body him. And that wasn't really Naruto who beat the Biju. Like he worked together with Gamabunta. The summon like did most of the heavy lifting. Anyways, I'll save that for the debate portion. I just want to get through this power scaling here and explain this to you guys. Kawaki, how old is Kawaki, chat? Is he 14? Is he 14 or 15? I think he's like 14 years old or something. And this is where the power scaling, in my opinion, just completely falls apart. Kawaki, he gets this new karma. Kawaki gets a new karma from this scientist. This is the explanation. The scientist just gave him new karma. Okay? Just gave him a new power-up for free. And with this new power-up, Kawaki is massively stronger than Naruto. Massively. He beats Borushiki. This is Borushiki, like, Momoshiki has full control of Boruto's body. This is the same Borushiki who was beating the brakes off of off of Code. Code is stated to be stronger than Naruto. So think of it like this. This is Kawaki fighting two people stronger than Naruto, and he beats them both by himself. They're 12. Kawaki's 12. Code is 4 years old. Okay. Oh. Just give me a second, chat. Is that actually accurate? Big Alex Rock, is Code literally 16? Maurice Brown, this is not pre-recorded. I'm reading your message. Well, it's not pre-recorded. I just, like, when I do my live streams, I just practice them before I do the stream. So, like people who are in my Discord know, like, I'm pretty notorious for saying, like, okay, I'm going to start the stream in an hour, but I really don't start it for, like, 2 hours or 3 hours. It's because I rehearse my stream before I do it. I put hard work into these, man. Like, I put this whole slideshow together. I put all these GIF animations together, made all this stuff myself, slap them all in here, slap the music all in here. Like, I didn't make the music and the drawings myself, obviously, but I made these GIF animations myself. I slap the scales on here, and then I, like, go through the entire presentation before I hit live. So, like, I practice this stuff. If you think it sounds pre-recorded, thank you. You know, I practice. So, yeah. Anyways, so this is Kawaki, so strong that he's beating two people stronger than Naruto by himself at the same time. He's cooking them both. He's cooking them both. Okay? And, yeah. And if what Big Alex Rock said is true, then that's actually just so insane. Bro, it's cringe. You got a 12-year-old beating up two people stronger than Naruto by himself at the same time because he just got a power-up handed to him for free. That's it. That is the reason. And the reason, like, what makes this even crazier is before this power-up, Kawaki has this line of dialogue here where he's like, Code is so strong that if we trained for 5 or 10 years, we would not be able to beat him. We could have trained for 5 to 10 years, would not have been able to beat him. But then Kawaki just gets this karma for free, and he's beating him. Like 3 chapters later. Okay? So, and then this is like, these exact pages are actually these pages are the ones that made me drop the manga a couple years ago, if I'm just being 100% honest. What happens here is, the same Borushiki who is stronger than Naruto, stronger than Code, the same Borushiki, like, you can tell, like, he's in this power-up state because he has that, like, horn growing out of his head. Snalium said, oh, dude, thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate that a lot. You said thanks for the high-quality streams. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. But yeah, Boruto, if you remember, Borushiki was stronger than Naruto. He's stronger than Code, so he's stronger than Naruto. If you guys remember that. Just like, I'll simplify the scale one more time. It's stated right here, Code, even with his limiters, is stronger than Naruto now, right? Because Naruto doesn't have Kurama anymore. Then we see Borushiki, like when Momoshiki's in control, he's beating the brakes off of Code. So it's like Borushiki is stronger than Code is. Then we get Boruto takes control back, and he's still in this form. This was actually, these were the pages that made me drop Boruto before, because like I actually used to really like Boruto, if I'm being honest. I used to be excited to read the chapters every month. But when this exact page, when I read this and I saw Boruto took back control while he was still in a form stronger than Naruto, I dropped the series. Because I was like, this makes like, it frustrated me a lot because well, I'll talk about it a little bit more in detail in a second. But if Boruto is literally in full control of like all the power Momoshiki displayed earlier, then this means 12-year-old Boruto is stronger than Naruto already. He's 12. He's freaking 12. And how much of this power did he have to train for? Exactly none of it. I mean, like, it just made me so annoyed because like there's a couple different ways you can scale this, bro. Like it's stated here that like Borushiki had taken over 80% of like Momoshiki had taken over 82% of Boruto's body at this point. And here we see like Boruto's in control of that. Boruto's in control of that. So one way you could scale this, you could say that Boruto has 82% of Momoshiki's power. He's 12. Okay. Maybe, I don't know if people consider this the high ball or medium ball interpretation. It's a little bit ambiguous exactly how much of Momoshiki's power Boruto's using. But one way you could view it is that Boruto at 12 years old can consciously use about 80% of Momoshiki's power. Momoshiki was stronger than Kaguya. Kaguya was stronger than Madara, who had absorbed the 10 tails to absorb the Divine Tree, stronger than Hashirama. It's like, so the reason why this is absolutely ridiculous is because now there's a real chance you're dealing with a 12-year-old kid who's at most all his training he's ever done in his whole life, he's done maybe about 5 push-ups, and then was handed power stronger than Madara, stronger than Hashirama. He's 12. And you guys remember how I spent the whole beginning portion of this stream talking to you about like how legendary Madara and Hashirama were. They were so legendary. They were so legendary that they stayed at the pinnacle of the verse for over 650 chapters. In the original Naruto, Madara and Hashirama eclipsed the verse for 14 years straight. Now you have Boruto, he's not even 14 years old, and he's given this power for absolute free, and he's stronger than both of them. This is what made me drop the manga. And I remember, like, I was talking about this yesterday, but, like, when these chapters came out, I was reading this manga, like, with one of my friends. Like, me and him were both, like, fans of Naruto and fans of Boruto at the time, and we would read the chapters every month when they would come out and would like talk on the phone about them. And he was like, bro, did you read the new Boruto chapter? It was so hype. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm about to go read it right now. Like, don't spoil me, I'm about to go read it right now. He's like, dude, you're gonna love it, man, it's so crazy. He was talking about this chapter. I remember I read that joint, and like I remember feeling all of my all of my excitement for the series drop to nothing. And I called him back up. I said, like, the first thing I said, I'm like, bro, I'm dropping the manga. He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's so cool right now. I'm like, bro, Boruto's, I remember vividly saying this. I was like, bro, Boruto's 12 years old and he's stronger than Hashirama and Madara. That makes no sense. He doesn't even train. Like, what are you talking about? And my friend was like, well, bro, like, the enemies are so strong now, Boruto needs this power up. And I'm like, dude, it's just disrespectful to the original story. I'm dropping it. And that was like the last time I had read it for like many, many years. But then I started reading it again yesterday just to make the stream. Anyways, you get all that. And the power scaling gets worse from there. You get Code. He removes his limiters. Okay? So if you want to, like, a bit refresher for you, Code without his limiters is stronger than Jigen. Jigen is the same dude who beat adult full power Naruto and Sasuke at the same time. Jigen. Code is stronger than him without his limiters, and now we have no limiter Code. So like this version of Code right here, this 16-year-old kid, if what you guys in the chat said, he's 16. And he's so strong that he would beat full power Naruto and Sasuke at the same time now because he removed his limiters. And as strong as he is, this little brat in the top left corner, he looks like he still eats freaking applesauce and Lunchables every day. He's stronger than that, and it's just so dumb. There's no other word I can put this for because it's like he like low diffs. He literally low diffs Code. Code stronger than Jigen, stronger than Naruto and Sasuke working together. And then this like applesauce eating, like kids bop listening to brat beats him without taking any damage. This is the number one and number two of the verse now. Forget Madara, forget Hashirama, forget all the tailed beasts, forget all the Hokage, forget Naruto, forget Sasuke, forget Kakashi, forget Killer Bee, forget the entire Akatsuki, forget Pain, forget Itachi. Itachi's getting bodied. Itachi's getting slammed on his neck by this toddler, bro. Forget everything you thought that was cool in part 1 of Naruto. Forget every single cool thing you saw. Forget it all because they're all getting slammed by this applesauce eating, kids bop listening to toddler. that's the fact. Forget all of it. Forget Itachi, forget Nagato, forget the 3 Sannin, forget Killer Bee, forget Raikage, forget all of the tailed beasts, forget every single thing that you thought was cool. It's nothing now compared to these two. It's absolutely nothing. You could drop this little kid and Code into the 4th Great Ninja War and they could probably solo it all by themselves. Forget it all. Just forget it all. This is Boruto. A round of applause for Boruto. Round of applause. 10 out of 10 manga, man. Best power scaling I ever seen. All right, so now, and then this is kind of like the finishing touches on the manga here. The time skip happens. The time skip happens, and we got Boruto. He trains in the woods for 3 years. He does a couple push-ups. He gets a Billy Blanks Taibo workout. And just works out in the woods for like 3 years. He comes back and he fights Code. Code, the dude who's stronger than Jigen, stronger than Naruto and Sasuke working together. Boruto, not even using karma, in his base form, low diffs him. He takes zero damage. Boruto beats him without taking any damage. So if you guys wanted to know who wins between Naruto and Boruto, you could take base form Boruto right here, 16 years old, base form Boruto, have him fight adult Naruto and Sasuke at the same time. Naruto's in his Kyuubi mode, chakra cloak, everything to the max. Sasuke's in his Susanoo, and Boruto's beating the brakes off of both of them. In base form, he's not even using karma. Not even using karma. Now, the only chance Naruto would actually have against, like, that's the sad truth. We all just have to accept it because it's just shown right here. Like, he's fighting someone stronger than Jigen, stronger than this guy that, like, Naruto and Sasuke got bodied by working together. He's stronger than this dude. And Boruto, word for word, says, killing you is easy. And then he beats him with one attack. Doesn't take damage. Doesn't use karma. He's like not even trying. Okay, so yeah, Boruto's like the strongest human we've seen. And yeah, Boruto's like the strongest human we've seen. Now the only chance Naruto would possibly have is if he uses Baryon mode. Baryon mode might, like, here's the sad truth, okay? When they say that Code is stronger than Jigen, okay, there's a couple different ways we can interpret that. If he's stronger than just normal Jigen, then Baryon, if he's just stronger than this Jigen, then Baryon mode could win. Baryon mode might be able to beat Boruto. But if he's stronger than like evolved Jigen, then like base form Boruto and Baryon mode might be like even with each other. And then if Boruto uses karma, he would win. It's like, it's debatable, okay? because I think this is like Ishiki. Like, I don't know if this still counts as Jigen or not. So if you highball Naruto, he might be able to win against base form Boruto with Baryon mode, maybe. Because I mean, this is Boruto doing like a Baryon mode Naruto level feat and calling it easy. Meanwhile, Naruto like was exhausted after using Baryon mode, like couldn't even move anymore. So I mean, like, honestly, what I think would happen, let's say Naruto goes Baryon mode and he's fighting Boruto. Boruto would go into Karma, hold him off, or like just run away until Baryon mode runs out and then just kill him. That's most likely what would happen. But it's like, if you highball Naruto, then Baryon mode Naruto might be able, like, this is so sad to say, but Baryon mode Naruto might be able to beat base form Boruto at 16. Maybe. And Karma, it's like kind of a stretch. You have to highball Naruto to say that Naruto could beat Karma Boruto, because Karma is an insane power-up. This is what Karma actually is. When you use Karma, you're getting 1,000 years of Otsutsuki combat experience just given to your mind and body. 1,000 years of combat experience given to you for complete free. It's kind of like the Avatar state from the show Avatar. That's why you become super strong. So yeah, if Boruto uses, like, post-time skip Boruto uses Karma, then he might be stronger than Baryon mode Naruto. To be completely honest, base form Boruto might be relative to Baryon mode Naruto. But if you don't count Baryon mode, then Boruto is like whooping Naruto and Sasuke together. Okay, so yeah, and if you want my stance on like the Boruto manga, I think it's a cool, like my honest thoughts on it, I think Boruto himself is a cool character. Like, at first I didn't like Boruto as a character, but then like he started to grow on me, because like as his life got more and more challenging, he revealed that he was more and more like Naruto. Like, as things got more difficult, he just started acting more and more like Naruto in part 1 of Boruto. Like, he was just handling challenges in a very brave way, and it was making me respect him, quite frankly. Like, you could tell he truly was Naruto's son. And then after the time skip, he comes back and he's acting like Sasuke. So he's like a perfect fusion of Naruto and Sasuke. That's really sick. I think Boruto's an epic character. I really do. But my big problem with the Boruto manga, and the reason why I dropped it, and the reason why I'm not even interested in reading it, is because the power scaling is just an absolute joke to the OG verse. It makes the OG verse look like trash in terms of power. It's like, and it's just a real shame, because like the OG verse, or like, let's just be straight up honest about it. If OG Naruto didn't exist, no one would have read Boruto. No one would have read this if OG Naruto didn't exist. And like, they've kind of completely disrespected the original story with these levels of power. Like, not like the other thing I was saying yesterday is like, they didn't just seal Naruto. They nerfed him and then sealed him. And nerfing him, there was no point in doing that. Like, when I say they nerfed him, they took away everything Naruto worked hard for. Everything. Naruto spent hundreds and hundreds of chapters learning how to control the Nine Tails chakra. For like the majority of the story, it was just a nuisance in Naruto's life. It made Sage Mode harder. It made him like a danger to his teammates. It made him feared by everyone. He didn't have friends. Like, it just ruined his life for like 600 chapters. And then around like chapter 610, Naruto finally learns how to control the Nine Tails. And he literally had to get so strong without it that he could box Kurama without it. Like, he had to do crazy, crazy feats. He had to be like a Hokage level fighter without the Nine Tails power before he could even start using it reliably. And then you just take it all away for nothing, and then seal him. It's like the author could have just sealed him and let him keep his power, because like, I mean, they didn't even need to seal him. Like, the enemies are stronger than Naruto and Sasuke were anyway. So there's just a lot of dumb stuff, in my opinion. A lot of really dumb power scaling decisions. In my opinion, the story would have been a lot better if they had just done this. Like, as soon as Naruto as soon as Boruto starts, just seal Naruto and Sasuke, have them sealed off with all their powers, and then just have Boruto in the verse like fight the new group of enemies on their own. They don't need to keep making the enemy stronger than the past one. They didn't need to make Code stronger than Jigen. They didn't need to make Jigen stronger than Kaguya. They didn't need to do all that. They could have just sealed Naruto and Sasuke and then let Boruto and the gang fight pain level threats. Would have been way better. Okay, but yeah, that's everything. Now, if anyone wants to debate, hop into the Discord. Here's the debate tab right here. You just click on this thing, and you go to this link, and then you'll be able to debate me right now. So let's go ahead and do this. If anyone wants to debate, let's go ahead and do this right now. Let's go ahead. And during this debate portion, I won't be able to read the YouTube comments. Snailium said, when is the One Piece stream? I'll do that one right after this one. Like, give me like a couple hours to put the stream together, and then I'll do it. It'll just take me a little bit. But okay, let's get into the debate. I'm about to start the debate portion of the stream right now. So, okay. Hello, can you hear me? Oh, wait, hold up. Hold on one second, chat. This.
I can hear you, Milo.
Okay, perfect. Just give me 1 second here. 1 second, hold up. Chat, hold on. I have to adjust my mic. Lower your audio for like 10 seconds. This will sound, because the mic's gonna ruffle. So just lower your audio for like the next 10 seconds. Ooh, oh, this is rough. Oh, this is bad. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's awful. Okay, you can turn the audio back up now. Can you guys, hopefully the viewers at home can hear me. Wait, hold up. Circular Supremacy, just give me 1 second. I'm gonna reopen the stream and I'm gonna see if these guys can hear me. Just give me 1 second. Can you guys... okay, yeah, can you guys in the chat hear me right now? Can you guys in the chat hear me? Hello. You guys on the YouTube chat? Like Pete, White Point, Big Alex Rocks. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, cool. Okay. And let me see. Is there anyone else who wants to debate? Is it just Circular Supremacy?
Maybe.
Here's Circular Supremacy. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna go and look at because I see Lenny's in this one chat. I'm gonna see if like these guys want to debate or if they're just like watching. Just give me 1 second. Hey you guys, are you guys
Yo, what's up, Lilos?
what's up, Lenny? Are you guys did you guys want to debate the Naruto versus Boruto stuff too, or nah?
How many people are listening? I'm actually just curious to see their take.
Yeah, it looks like right now there's only one person, so maybe we'll just have a really small debate portion. But if you guys were doing something else, it's okay. I'll just go back to the other one.
No, we're literally talking about it.
Oh, okay.
Just talking about it. Well, we was mainly talking about Naruto's writing in the first place compared to Boruto. Like, it's so stupid, the fact that like, Boruto is just so freaking strong, and it's just like it just sucks out all the fun. We're just watching your stream. We're literally just watching your stream.
Yeah, and another thing I said is like the fights, the choreography is not as good. The art, well, we definitely know the art is not as good, and it's like the characters are just not interesting to like see. Like, dude,
If you haven't watched Naruto and you just went straight to Boruto, you're gonna enjoy Boruto way better. If you watch Naruto into Boruto, it's just not gonna be as fun, bro. Like it really isn't. Like it will always baffles me like to anyone saying that, oh, the Boruto hate is just so forced. Oh, it's really not. Like, it's really not. Like, this so. Like, imagine just seeing Naruto, the same kid, right? The same kid who doesn't want anyone, right, to go to the same thing he does, completely neglects his son. But over another nigga.
That's part of his character.
That's a part of that. You said that's a part of his character.
It's a part of his character in regards to the way he actually viewed family as a whole. He viewed the village itself as a family since he never had one himself. So he treats it as such and places the village at a high level of importance. He does not know how to manage a family, and his dream was to become Hokage. Naruto never said, "I want to be a father."
Of course, his dream wanted to become a Hokage, but it still makes no fucking sense that Naruto's like having himself there instead of using his shadow clones to do most of his work. He has done it before. He's literally has done it before in the previous series.
Yeah, I mean, I see like what both of you guys.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I won't swear. My apologies.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. It's fine. I mean, and I see what both of you guys are saying. Like, I do like agree more with what you're saying, Lenny. Like, I'm not really a fan of like the writing in Boruto either. But what you were saying is true. Like, if you just only watch Boruto, then it's like a fun show because you don't understand like the power levels of the previous verse and like how Madara and Hashirama were like so hyped up for so long, and now they're just kind of treated like trash. But yeah, I don't know. I thought there would be some people who thought that like Naruto was still stronger than Boruto anyway, but it doesn't seem like anyone really does.
No, not really.
No, not really.
Because I mean, everyone can read, right? Okay, like Lilos, listen. Your community is not dumb. I want you to understand.
For the most part.
But damn, that's crazy. For the most part, your community is not dumb. All right, okay. Everyone can read. It's just that no one likes it.
Yeah.
Just no one likes it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want Boruto to be stronger than Naruto. It's just like, bro,
Yeah.
what?
I mean, I didn't want him to get stronger than Naruto until like the last chapter, like the very last chapter.
I mean, okay,
It was so fast.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was kind of the problem I had with it, because it seemed like they were trying to like speed run him to becoming like the strongest character in the verse.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, it became
Like, it makes no sense.
I'm gonna relax. Like, we still got more stuff to do.
Yeah, it's only like the manga has like 100 chapters, and he went from like a Zabuza victim to like stronger than Jigen. So I just don't like it. It's like the dude literally did like 2 push-ups and like had like 1 Danimal's Go-Gurt, and now he's like the strongest in the verse. It doesn't make any sense, dude. Like,
Oh, Leo's crashing out about this whole Boruto scaling.
You do make it, even if you do make it make sense that he got that strong, it is still lame. I'm sorry. It is still lame that Boruto's just that strong, that fast. In my opinion. I'm not saying Boruto is a bad character. I just don't like the fact that he's just that strong.
yeah, same. Yeah, I actually think he's a good character. Like, I think he's a cool character. Like,
Yeah, he's cool. Like some people definitely get like crap on Boruto, especially at the way he acts. Okay, like because you have like bum Naruto, because this is not my goat. This is not my goat. It's a whole different Naruto. All right, it's not my goat. Okay, we got bum Naruto. The way he's treating Boruto, I understand why Boruto is the way he is. It's very logical the way Boruto acts. You know what I'm saying? So his character is not bad. It's just don't make him that strong so fast. like come on, bro. I'm seeing him out here disrespecting Cole like that this early. I'm like, yo, when I saw him just put his foot on his face, I'm like, nah, bro. Like, the power clips were disgusting. I'm sorry.
yeah, it's not like he beat Code without taking any damage. And like so yesterday someone was telling me like if I read chapter 13, it explains like why he's so strong. And I read it like what they say is Kashin Koji, the dude who like looks like Jiraiya, he could see into the future, and so he saw like all of the future jutsu Boruto would learn, and then just taught them to Boruto right away, and that's the reason why he's that strong. And I'm like,
Lame, bro.
I honestly do
sorry.
think that's so lame.
Basically, plot contrivances.
Yeah.
It's so lame. Yo, bro, imagine Luffy, like, he just learns everything in this pre-time skip, bro. Like,
I feel like if really was like in the Grand Lines,
bro, like,
East
yo,
Blue.
during Arlong Park, bro.
Yeah, it's just like it would be like Luffy being like a Yonko level guy in Arlong Park, literally. Because I mean, Boruto, it literally has like if you count all the chapters, it's like 120 chapters.
No, it's a bit more than 100 now.
And also true, it's like each chapter is longer, so I mean you could double that.
I dropped it. Jordan,
I did too.
I know you. Jordan, I know you keep watching Boruto. So how much is it right now, Jordan?
102 chapters.
Like 120.
120. Same thing, bro.
No, it's 102.
Oh, 102. And yeah, and you could like double it because the chapter lengths are like 40 pages. You could double it.
2 is just next gen.
So I mean, at most it's like a 300 chapter long manga based off of like normal page length chapters, and it's just like he got way too strong, way too fast. I wish that he was like a pain level guy right now. I would have liked that if he came back after the time skip like
Pain
pain
level
level.
wouldn't make sense.
It's like pre-time skip Luffy becoming like Yonko level, bro. Like so.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's just lame in my opinion. And was there anything you guys wanted to say about it? Like, or I think maybe a more interesting debate is like Kid Naruto versus Kid Boruto, like without karma. Because
Boruto dominates.
Yeah, Boruto so dominates. Because, like, what is it? They were saying that both Sarda and Boruto were striking with, like, the same power as Jonins, I want to say.
Boruto is a generational talent more skilled than Minato was.
yeah, he might be, but it's like, what is Boruto's best feat without karma though?
Probably the Rasengan he used to hit Momoshiki.
Yeah, because it's
Was
like
his eye blue, or... I mean, I had to check.
Also, he subconsciously applied lightning release to a Rasengan and made it throwable, something Minato with just like training to do so couldn't manage. So that's another feat for like talent and how skilled he is.
yeah, I mean like the Vanishing Rasengan is like basically like his version of a Rasen Shuriken. It's just way weaker, but I mean like if you look at 12-year-old kid Naruto, I think he actually had more impressive feats than like Boruto without karma. Like you have
Are they
to.
consistent?
Like I said, we're talking, like, end of, like, right before the time skip Naruto, or, like...
Yeah, like I'm talking about like Naruto who fought Sasuke in the Valley of the End, but you have to put like the without karma though, because like I mean once he starts using like Momoshiki's powers, then it's just way too much. Like
Is Naruto allowed the Nine Tails?
like yeah, you know, I guess it is just completely unfair the way I'm doing it. So if you said like Boruto with karma but no Momoshiki, it's like then you would have to take away Nine Tails. So it's not really like even a fair fight. It's like yeah, with Momoshiki he's way stronger.
This is why you don't compare them. That's why it's lame.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like Dragon Ball scaling versus Dragon Ball Super scaling. It's just... the gap between them is enormous.
Yeah, it's just too much. But all right, man. I guess no one's really debating this, so I'll just.
We can argue about like some points you made in the video, like the hard work point.
Okay. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Whatever you'd like to say.
Well, the hard work point you said, I find sort of like untrue. You really focused on Boruto really doesn't do a lot for his strength, but I believe it's chapter 4 of the manga. We just see Sarada outright state, Boruto's never worked this hard. He is training heavily to master the Rasengan, which kind of contradicts that point real early.
Yeah, that's fair. It's just like 90% of his strength was handed to him, though. Even if he did work hard for a little bit, like 90% of his strength just gets handed to him.
You could almost say the same.
What did you?
Look at
Hello. Or maybe
Hello?
Mike went mute or something.
Can you hear me? I don't know what happened to his mic.
It's all good, but I think I'm just gonna close out the debate portion because I thought there would be like a lot more people who wanted to defend Naruto, but it looks like really like no one did. So like everyone just accepted
There's
it.
not really a debate when
Yeah.
the gap in strength is
Oh,
so
I
big.
got you.
Yeah.
I got you right now.
I think the only the only thing that could be slightly debatable is Baryon mode, but even that might lose, which is kind of sad.
Other mode is too short.
Yeah, it's really short, and like it literally might still be just weaker than base Boruto, which is horrible to say, but it literally might be.
It's probably not weaker than base Boruto in terms of stats at this point, but in terms of what can be done, it is.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna drop the manga again, guys. All right, well.
Again.
Well,
I
think that's everything I'll do for this debate portion. I'm gonna go back to the YouTube comments, and then I'm gonna get working on the Shanks versus Mihawk stream. Cause yeah, Lenny, you still want to do that?
Yeah, fuck it, why not?
Okay. All right. So yeah, thank you guys. All right, see ya.
See ya, Leo.
Yeah.
See ya. All right. Let me open up the YouTube comments again and see what you guys were saying. What were you guys saying in the chat here? I'm just reading the comments. Lightpoint said Luffy comes back to Sabaody and Kira. No, true. That's pretty much what this was like. I'm just reading your guys' comments. Kagito said, LMAO, not the Danimals. Saitama buff without the workout. At first thought, Naruto seems stronger, but the evidence is right there. Very true. BS writing. Boruto can learn all his jutsu of his future selves, but Naruto, who had a whole decade, couldn't even learn every jutsu in Konoha with his shadow clones. BS writing, so true. So true. Lunar, you said this rhetoric makes y'all biased against what the story actually has in it, though. It messes with your interpretation. That's fair. Like, I mean, that's actually a fair point, because I actually 100% agree with that. Like, the power scaling in this manga is so annoying that I actually don't enjoy the story. That is true. That is true. I completely agree with that. Lunar, you said you can't find the link to it. Oh, it's right here. Here, I'll show you the walkthrough, Lunar. It's if you go to my channel, oh crap. You go to my channel, you click posts, and then you scroll down to this post that says Boruto versus Naruto. You click on the comments, and it is the top pinned comment right here. Is Lunar still here? Did you want to debate, Lunar? Lunar, did you want to discuss any of this stuff? Andre said, why did Boruto need the ninja tools if he's this talented? I don't know, man. I don't even know, dude. Nick said, Boruto is an objectively bad series. LOL, I don't think many people would debate against it. I mean, I think that it just has bad power scaling. I think it has, like, interesting concepts, but I also think, like, if Naruto didn't come first, probably no one would have read Boruto anyway. Juan said, you can debate, but can you throw these hands, though? Boruto Uzumaki. True. Lunar said, Boruto's power scaling is rooted in different themes than Naruto's. Boruto is fated by time and space to suffer. It's all over the text. Yeah, but it just doesn't make it good, though. Like, it doesn't make... Even if there's, like, some deep narrative meaning for, like, why Boruto can go from, like, a Zabuza victim to, like, stronger than Hashirama and Madara and Kaguya, all 3v1ing him at the same time and him slamming them all on their neck. Boruto can go from, like, Zabuza level to that, and just by doing about 5 push-ups and having a protein shake and some Danimals, and, like, a Danimal's Go-Gurt. Even if there's some, like, deep narrative meaning behind that, it doesn't make it good, in my opinion. Like, because I loved Naruto. I loved the OG series. Juan said, I think the sequel misunderstands the original. But Lunar, you probably really do have a good point, man, to be honest. You probably do have a good point, because you were right. Like, what you said is, like, the way you guys are viewing the power scaling is, like, making you not like the story. You're completely right. Juan said, I don't think that Boruto has many good ideas. I think it's mid at best. Yeah, you might be right. Kagito, you said he gulps down to animals and is like, I understand it now. True. The Danimals buff goes crazy, man. All right, guys. Light Point, you said that's just for his talent, but he's really underwhelming power-wise before Karma. Bro, that's the other thing. It's like he really got carried to the top. Like, okay, let me just say this real quick. Hold on, let me get a gulp of this water real quick before I make this point. So, people like to say that Naruto was carried by the Nine-Tails Fox. That is like genuinely kind of bogus, bro. It's genuinely kind of bogus. Because, like, I was saying it earlier in the stream, but the Nine-Tailed Fox was not Naruto's friend. He was a nuisance to his life, bro. He was a straight up nuisance. He made his life bad. Like, his entire childhood, the whole village hated him and wanted him to die, bro. Like, the whole village did not want him to exist. They all hated him because the Nine-Tailed Fox killed the 4th Hokage, like, murked a lot of their family members, and, like, they just viewed Naruto as that. So it made his life terrible, for one. His entire childhood, really. And everyone shunned him. 2, it made it harder for him to learn Sage Jutsu, which was like the one real power-up he gained. It also made it harder for him, like, during his training with Jiraiya, too. Like, a bunch of different times, like, it was stated, like, the Nine-Tailed Fox was, like, messing up their training. Another thing is, Naruto, like, was afraid of the power. Like, he didn't want to use it. Like, he said before, like, he didn't want to use it because when the Nine-Tailed Fox would take over, it would just, like, cook the people around him. It, like, beat the brakes off Sakura. And he was just, like, a danger to his friends. He was a danger. Like, it wasn't a good thing. He really couldn't even afford to get angry. Like, he had to always keep his emotions in check. It was a hindrance. Like, he couldn't have a normal life. And, literally, it wasn't until like chapter 580, somewhere around there, where he finally like starts to get some control over the Nine-Tailed Fox's power. And in order to do that, he had to be strong enough to straight up box Kurama. He had to like go inside of his own mind and like battle Kurama with his own strength before he could use it. He had to use Sage Jutsu. He had to become like stronger than a Hokage level character on his own before he could even use the Nine-Tailed Fox's power reliably. Okay. And then he finally befriended the Nine-Tailed Fox, something that was considered like absolutely impossible. That doesn't even happen until like chapter 600. We go through literally about 600 chapters of Naruto with his own strength, grinding his way to the top, being terrible at everything, like working hard and finally figuring things out for like 600 chapters straight. Grinds his way to Hokage level, like literally by himself. And not only like he learned Sage Jutsu, the main thing that made him a Hokage level fighter was Sage Jutsu. And he did that while nerfed. He did that while Kurama actively made it harder to learn that. Not only that, but his own teacher was like screwing around, not really helping him. Like, Jiraiya did a terrible job as Naruto's teacher, if we're being really honest. How do you spend 3 years with someone and not teach him a single jutsu? Like, that doesn't make any dang sense. When Sasuke goes and trains with Orochimaru, comes back with a whole kit. But that's a different discussion, maybe a different stream. And then when Naruto finally gains the Nine-Tailed Fox's power for his own, it's because of his own strength. Like, he had to box him, beat him up, and then take his power. Then befriends this demon that no one thought would ever be able to befriend, but Naruto does. And then you have like chapter 600 Naruto. He's like using the power then. Okay. And like, here's the thing people don't really talk about. He's just using the power to amplify his own jutsus. He's using Kurama to like make Shadow Clone stronger. He's using Kurama to make Rasen Shuriken stronger. It's not like he's using Kurama's kit. The one move he gets from Kurama is the Biju Bomb. And even the Biju Bomb, he's like modifying it like with Rasen Shuriken, wind release stuff. It's like, it's Naruto's power, man. Okay? And then you look over at Boruto. What is Boruto doing? He gets everything handed to him for free at like 12. That is someone getting handed their powers. That is someone getting handed their powers. Okay? So that's everything I wanted to say for this stream. Thank you guys for watching. And here, let me just scroll through these comments right before I end the stream. All right. Okay, guys. Yeah, and Jiraiya, I think he was a great father figure to Naruto, but he was not a great like teacher. He didn't really make Naruto much stronger at all. Like I mean, I could make a whole stream on this concept, but like like that time skip, Naruto was with Jiraiya for 3 years, right? What specifically did he learn? What specifically did he learn in those 3 years? He got an Odama Rasengan, which honestly, like, that's not even Jiraiya's jutsu. Naruto might have just thought of that on his own. He got a little better at taijutsu, got a little better at genjutsu defense, like barely at all, and that's it. Okay? Like, another way to view it, it's like Naruto, here's something I was thinking about. Naruto trained with Kakashi for what, like a week to learn Rasen Shuriken? In that 1 week, Naruto made arguably a bigger gain than he did with 3 years with Jiraiya. And then people say, like something people say is like, oh yeah, well, Jiraiya got Naruto to use up to the 3-tailed Kyuubi cloak with a little bit of control. But he still was a crash out. Like, he could barely control it. He trained, and that was after 3 years of being with Jiraiya. He was with Killer Bee for like a week, and then gained full Kyuubi cloak mastery. Killer Bee was a better tailed beast trainer than Jiraiya was in a much shorter time. And it's like, why did he, like, and the other thing is like, Kakashi pointed out to Naruto, hey, you know, if you just use shadow clones, since you have a massive chakra source, you can just like have 100 shadow clones and learn things 100 times as fast as everyone else. He's like, oh, I can? That tells you Jiraiya never told him that, bro. It's just like, Jiraiya was a really bad teacher. And like, people say like, oh, but he trained Nagato. And I'm like, yeah, Nagato was like a next generation level prodigy. Like, if he's, and people are like, oh yeah, well, he trained Minato. I'm like, yeah, Minato was also a next generation prodigy. So it's like, if you give him next generation level prodigies, he can make them get stronger, probably because they would get stronger on their own even if he didn't do anything. But if you give him someone like Naruto who needs any actual guidance, he's gonna just do nothing. So but yeah, like Itachi is nowhere, like, the sad truth is Itachi's nowhere near Boruto, man. Itachi's like not even a fraction of Boruto's power, which is I can't even believe I'm actually saying that, but it's true. Itachi is literally a fodder weakling compared to Boruto. But all right, guys, that's everything. Thank you guys for watching. The next stream I'm gonna do is Shanks versus Mihawk. And that one's going to be like pretty much a pure debate stream. We're just going to have a couple panels and then debate. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that one, that'll be starting in a couple hours here.